Bouncy, 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 bouncy bed. Today we are going to be talking a little bit about just some recent stuff that has been happening. As all of you know by now, I have joined an SMP and I am so excited about it. A video, I think episode 1 comes out like this Friday or something like that, for the time that you guys will be watching these videos. But I did want to talk a little bit about that and what that kind of has brought up for me. So one of the things that this has brought up for me is the idea of perfectionism. And in my everyday life, I just have always needed everything to be perfect, right? Like you always have this notion that you have to have whatever you're doing be the best it can be, otherwise it's not good, you know? Like you why would you do something if you're not going to make it your best? And the SMP kind of brings this up for me because I have been starting to just kind of map out my base and map out what I want it to look like, all the things I want to do, and it's been really fun. Like I have so many new ideas and so many build ideas that I want to do, and I'm now just honestly freaking out about if I can even get them all done because it's such a big new thing for me, I guess. I've never done anything like this in survival ever. And so trying to get all of the resources and all of the materials needed in order for these builds to become reality in a survival world and on an SMP, it's just a lot, I think, for my brain to kind of comprehend. So the second video, I think episode 2 that you guys will see, I haven't recorded it yet, but it will be a little bit more, I guess, delayed. So from the recording time to when it's posted, it's going to have a little bit of buffer time because there are a lot of different things that I want to get done and a lot of different things that I want to achieve in every single video, and trying to learn how to map that out and learn how to spread it out so that it lasts the entire season of the SMP. It's just, I don't know, something about it is both exciting and very nerve-wracking, I think. And like I said before, for me, being the perfectionism type that I am, it makes it a little bit more difficult because I want to make sure that everything I do is perfect and everything I do I actually end up liking, which again is also very hard for me to do because let's be honest, like sometimes you step away from a piece of art that you do or something that you create, and then I don't know, like 10 or 15 minutes after that, you come back and you're like, I absolutely hate this. Yeah, but that said, I don't know. I just am so excited, and I know I keep saying that over and over again, and it just is the only thing that I can think about is how excited I am to be able to live out something that, or at least have the opportunity to live out something that I've wanted to do for a very long time. And I don't know if this has come across on the videos of something that I talk about a lot, but it's definitely something I think about a lot for sure. But yeah, anyways, back to the perfectionism stuff. There's a lot of different things in our lives, not just in Minecraft, of building and trying to get things done and gathering resources and SMP and whatever. There's also tons of things in real life where perfectionism can come into play, and perfectionism can either help you or hinder you in whatever it is that you're doing. And one of those things could be, I don't know, maybe like your job or something. Like if you're given a task and you're trying to do that task, is it better to try to perform that task to the best of your ability and make sure it's absolutely perfect, but you end up spending way too much time on it, and that's the cost, right? Like you pay for it with your time, and that's the thing, right? Because you can either pay for it with your time and energy, or you can just try to decide or think about, hey, is this the best way to go about whatever it is that we're doing, whatever the task is that you are trying to complete? And is it worth putting in your time and energy to try to make this perfect? Then again, is your perfectionism on that task actually worth it, I guess? Is it actually, I don't know. I think I'm just reiterating myself right now. But is it worth it? Is it worth putting in your time and energy to make whatever it is that you're doing perfect? And that is literally again, one of the main reasons that I bring up the SMP that I'm in, because of the fact that I want to get everything perfect. You get to a certain point where you have to draw the line and think, how much am I willing to actually put my time and energy into this thing that I am trying to accomplish? And on the back end, is it actually going to be worth it? And what is it that I am trying to fulfill for myself? Like, is it going to be something just for myself? Is it going to be something that helps others? Is it going to be something that has an effect from it? Like, is it going to be a cause and effect type situation where if you do put this time and energy into it, then something better will happen because of it? Maybe not just for you, but for other people. Like, you got to weigh out all of these pros and cons for different things that you are doing and different things that you put your time and energy to try to make whatever it is that you're doing perfect. Anyways, so as the sun goes down in my solo survival world, and I just saw an Enderman. Wow, I got distracted so easily. Okay. Yeah, as the sun goes down in my solo survival world, I did want to once again open this up to whoever's comfortable sharing in the chat. I absolutely love to hear your guys' thoughts and experiences, whether they're good, bad, criticism. Am I just rambling? Am I reiterating too many times? Like, what are your guys' thoughts and opinions about perfectionism and putting your energy and time into something? And how do you know if something is worth it? Like, how do you specifically measure if something is actually worth it, or if it's going to be worth it by the time that you finish whatever it is that you're doing? As just like a final thought, I do think that my personal answer to this question is, I think for me, I think about the different parts of our lives, right? So we have the personal side of things where it's just for our overall well-being and living and things like that. And then we also have like the financial side of things, and then we also have, like I said earlier, the reliable or not reliable, the dependent people on us side of things. Man, I don't know if that's English. I think that's also a very typical thing for me in these videos. Oh well. Yeah, I think that those are the top 3 things. There's probably more than that, honestly, that I'm forgetting about, but I think that those are the 3 top categories that go on in my brain when trying to make these decisions. And these things don't even have to be like massive things. They can be tiny little decisions where it's like, do I let's take this Minecraft world for example. Do I want to hop in my survival world and literally just build a house? And then you have to try to decide how perfect you want the house to be. Like this one, I built a couple, I don't know, like a week or so ago in order to actually dig this hole. Anyways, if I take this house, for example, I wanted it to serve a purpose, but it didn't have to be perfect because I only had like 2 materials to work with. And the whole goal of that house was literally just to have some storage for all of this stuff that's mining out, and somewhere that I can go and sleep at when it, well, turns nighttime, which I'm not doing. But that's just one example. Like, it could be tiny little things like that. Or it could be like the SMP thing that I mentioned, or the job thing that I mentioned, where it's a lot bigger of a decision, and you have to try to weigh out all of those pros and cons to figure out the amount of perfectionism and time and energy that you want to put into those things and that decision, I guess. All of that said, I do also think that there is a certain point where overthinking all of this and thinking about it for too long and weighing out those pros and cons for too long can also start to hinder whatever it is that you're doing. Take, for example, me rambling on and on and on after me saying that I had one final thought, and me continuing to dig out this hole and talk to you guys. If I sit here and continue talking and rambling for way too long, then eventually there becomes a point where it just isn't worth it anymore, you know what I mean? And it takes away too much time and energy, and if you think about it way too much, it just, I don't know, I feel like it can stop us from doing things that we actually want to do and accomplishing the goal that we have. Oh my gosh, that was perfect. Okay. So I guess take all of this with a grain of salt, because I just wanted to hop on here like always, and while I'm mining out this giant, massive hole, I wanted to talk to you and get out some thoughts, and again, reach out to all of you and see only if you guys are comfortable. You don't have to share if you don't want to. But if you do, then I would, again, love to hear your thoughts and see just what you guys think. And it's something that always gets me super excited to see everybody's opinions and ideas. All right, one more thing this time before I hop off and send you guys on your way. I did want to just talk a little bit more about what the goals are for the SMP, because I'm not sure I'm going to talk about it too much in the videos themselves, at least not this. The idea for the SMP is to try to do at least one video a week, just kind of showing what I've done for each week and all the progress that I've made and things that I've done, or maybe like different shenanigans that come up. And every once in a while, I'm thinking of, if it happens, I don't know, releasing some just behind the scenes footage of things that happen or different interactions I have with people. Again, if they happen, I don't know. We'll see. As well as also trying to do one of these videos a week. Then again, this could also be, and the Enderman found me. So I am very much trying not to die here because I don't know if I have a shield. I don't have a shield on me. So, hey! And I didn't even get an ender. Hopefully. Okay. I forgot what I was saying. I think swapped is what I was going to say. This video can kind of just be swapped with maybe a challenge video I do with my sister or my dad, or maybe just on my own, or maybe I'll do Hypixel build battle or something. I don't know, just for a fun, quick little video to, again, have some fun. I don't know. But yeah, so that said, that is kind of the idea of what I want to do for all of my videos, including the SMP. And there are definitely unknown things that are going to happen. I know we are doing a, I think we're doing some sort of like dragon, ender dragon fight or something like that for the SMP this Saturday, which I'm so excited for, especially because I've never beat the ender dragon in survival Minecraft on my own, like legit. And I don't know, I'm super excited to do that because it's also with other people on that SMP. With that, everyone, that is pretty much going to wrap it up here for me for this video today. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to come and watch me ramble and watch me talk about all of this stuff. I'm so excited for the future videos to come. Thank you for bearing with me as this stupid cold has been with me for who knows how long, and trying to talk and get these videos out has kind of been rough, to be honest, but we are working through it. And with that, I will see you guys in the next episode video or wherever you see me at. Bye, everyone! And with that, everybody, that is pretty much going to wrap up here for me for this video today. I will see you in the next video. Bye!